Welcome to the Minnesota Association of Realtors e-video resource. My name is Chris Galler. Today we're going to be talking about the NAR Realtors Political Survival Initiative. Today we're going to cover the Q&A. These are questions and answers that NAR has put together, and they would like for you to consider as you look at the issue going forward. We've broke this in a separate video so that you can view it at a different time without having to view all the preliminary. The first would be, how will it be paid for? The funding would come from a proposed $40 a member dedicated dues increase starting in 2012. The dues increase would be in place for 2012 and 2013. At that time, the initiative's effectiveness would be evaluated and a decision would be made through the normal association committee process about whether or not to continue the dues increase into future years or to discontinue it. The $40 dues increase would be restricted in the NAR operations for only political survival activities. What does the NAR Finance Committee mean when they say they are recommending a $40 dedicated dues increase for political survival? The intent is for the dedicated dues revenue to be used exclusively for all of the political survival initiatives. How long is the political survival initiative funded, and will it go up to $50 or $60 in the future? The recommendation of the NAR Finance Committee for the political fund is for the $40 dedicated dues increase to be in place for the remaining 2 years, 2012 and 13, of the NAR 3-year budget period. The political survival initiative proposed for fiscal years 2014 through 16 will be examined just like all other dues-funded programs as part of their 3-year budget review. What is NAR doing to cut costs and operate more efficiently? Much of what NAR does, including all governance activities and meetings, are not funded by dues dollars. Dues dollars are spent on products and services that directly benefit the members. With this proposed increase, more than 50% of NAR dues will be spent on the #1 service that members want from NAR, political advocacy. Additionally, you should know, recognizing the impact that the current economic environment has had on realtor members across the country, beginning in 2011, NAR has instituted stringent cost-cutting measures across all operational areas of the association. In addition to a hiring freeze that will serve to reduce NAR's staffing levels by 10%, remaining staff are also impacted by salary freezes. Every operating area of the organization has instituted austerity measures designed to trim up to 20% off their expenditures for the next 3 years. What is the process for getting state and local funds for independent expenditure campaigns? It is a grant program to be split 3 ways. The pool of funds for each state is based on a per-member formula. 50% of each state allocation is for exclusive use of the state. The other 50% is available for local use and/or state use. Who determines the state and local candidates that are supported? State associations determine which state candidates or issue campaigns are supported, and local associations determine what local association candidates or issue campaigns will be supported. Will all of the unused political survival funds roll over every 3 years? Yes, currently that is the intent if the political survival initiative is approved. How much of the $194 million over the next 5-year political survival budget plan will be allocated to state and local associations? $119 million. Approximately 2/3 of the entire investment will be allocated to state and local associations in the form of direct funding and services, not including NAR staff labor. How does RPAC relate to the Realtor Party Political Survival Initiative? And what happens with RPAC? Federal and Minnesota election law still requires use of hard personal dollars for direct contributions to candidates and to political parties. RPAC remains a crucial part of the political equation. What is the difference between RPAC hard dollars, personal funds, and corporate soft dollars? RPAC hard dollar contributions are voluntary investments of personal dollars by individuals. They are referred to as hard because they are hard to raise. Soft dollars are corporate funds, or in our realtor organization, your national, state, and local association dues funds are considered soft money. The Supreme Court ruling now allows dues money to be used to fund candidate independent expenditure campaigns at the federal, state, and local levels. Federal law and Minnesota state law still require the use of hard money to give directly to candidates. Therefore, it is essential we continue to raise voluntary RPAC funds. Doesn't RPAC already give money to political candidates? The dues increase is not going to be used to make direct contributions to candidates. RPAC dollars are the funds we use to make contributions to candidates. Realtors should continue to give to RPAC to maintain its support of realtor-friendly candidates. The dues increase will be dedicated to be used as independent expenditures by realtor organizations. Associations can engage in advocacy campaigns on issues like point-of-sale ordinances, sales tax on services, or real estate transfer taxes. What if NAR supports a candidate that I don't agree with? RPAC is bipartisan, supporting realtor-friendly candidates regardless of political party, and the Realtor Party Political Survival Initiative will operate in the same manner. Decisions about support of local and state candidates and issues will be made by local and state realtor associations. I hope this helps out in you trying to determine whether or not this $40 dues increase is a worthwhile investment in your future business. You can find out more information at the Minnesota Realtor website, which has a hot link to NAR's full expose of the initiative. With that, I thank you for tuning in and hope that you have a great week.